Hello, my name is Vivian Li, the Lupe Murchison Curator of Contemporary Art at the DMA. I hope that you have been able to visit the show To Be Determined, and if not, hope to welcome you soon to see this amazing exhibition. Today, I am thrilled to share with you a couple of my favorite paintings in the exhibition that exemplify how modern and contemporary artists continue to be engaged with and drawn to the artistic tradition of landscape to explore their own ideas, practices, and issues of their times. The first work I want to share with you is not actually a painting, but a beautiful print by the renowned modern print artist Hiroshi Yoshida. This is a lovely image of the approach to the famous Cryptomeria Avenue of Nikko, lined with approximately 13,000 Cryptomeria trees, a type of cedar that is the national tree of Japan. A 17th century feudal lord planted this avenue of trees to commemorate the death of the shogun Tokugawa Ieyasu in 1625. Traditionally, Japanese woodblock prints were the result of a collaboration between the artist who would design the print, the carver who would carve the design onto a block of wood, and the printer. These three highly skilled people would work separately, all overseen by the commissioning publisher of the print. In the early 20th century, however, some print artists shunned this collaborative practice. In order to declare themselves as modern artists with an emphasis on artistic individuality, they designed, carved, and printed their own prints. But Yoshida developed a third way of working as a modern print artist by becoming a self-publisher. While Yoshida designed the prints, he hired and supervised the carvers and printers too. The seal that reads self-published in the upper left margin of this print indicates Yoshida's close management of this print's entire production. Here Yoshida places us right in the midst of the tall cedar trees that reach beyond the height of the print. The diminutive travelers and buildings further augments the tree's monumentality. At 22 miles long, Cryptomeria Avenue is the longest tree-lined avenue in the world today. Just to give a sense of scale, 22 miles is the same distance from the DMA to Stonebriar Mall in Frisco or to the Six Flags in Arlington. The calm of nature also dominates the night scene in Faith Ringgold's Coming to Jones Road No. 5, A Long and Lonely Night, with the fantastically straight, slim trunks filling the midsection, topped by a network of bright green foliage that bursts out of the frame. Yet the narrative text, handwritten all along the green border, describes another aspect of this serene landscape scene: the many hardships that the black figures have experienced of fighting wild animals, swamps, and hunger. Depicting figures of enslaved African Americans making their way up north to New Jersey to seek freedom in the 1700s. Here they travel from a watery, blue path of water into a forest of trees. Though shown as a large group of people advancing forward, the narrative text indicates that each person is also traveling and suffering quietly alone, all under the cloak of night. This story quilt is one of 8 in Ringgold's Coming to Jones Road project she started in 1999, in which she examines and finds inspiration in the history of Black struggle and perseverance in New Jersey, after she herself faced racial discrimination and hostility from her neighbors after relocating to a new home with a beautiful garden in Englewood, New Jersey, from Harlem in 1992. On her artistic intention for this series, Ringgold said, quote, "In coming to Jones Road, I have tried to couple the beauty of the place and the harsh realities of its racist history to create a freedom series that turns all the ugliness of spirit, past and present, into something livable." Unlike Yoshida's Cryptomeria Avenue and Ringgold's Coming to Jones Road, a sense of non-specificity and universality of place is characteristic of Matthew Wan's landscapes. This perhaps references his own world outlook and travels, being born in Toronto, growing up in Hong Kong, and returning to Canada to Edmonton. Titled elusively The West, not only place but time is also made uncertain by the solitary figure here, who seems ambiguously about to rest after a journey or perhaps get up to embark on a new one. Placed at one end of the road, time oscillates between beginnings and endings. During your visit to the show To Be Determined, I hope you will stop to reflect on these three remarkable works by Yoshida in early 20th century Japan, Ringgold in the U.S. at the turn of the 21st century, and Wan in Canada just a few years ago. All demonstrate brilliantly how the landscape genre remains an important visual strategy for artists to evoke as a witness and reminder of history's past, present, and for the future.